Hey, what's happening? You're watching Toon Army TV. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Eddie Howe and his alleged contract situation. Now, the Daily Mail has reported in the last day or two that Eddie Howe will be given a new contract extension by the football club. Eddie Howe joined Newcastle United in November last year, replacing Steve Bruce under the new ownership. And since then, as a Newcastle fan, Eddie Howe has really improved every aspect of the football club from top to bottom, and that also has to align with the owners who have come in and backed Eddie Howe since he's been in the door. The levels of the players' performances have upped to where you expect it to be a Premier League level, whereas under Steve Bruce it was at an all-time low and players were not performing at their best. Eddie Howe has done an incredible job at this football club. I've stated that in so many videos before, and I'll say it again. He deserves every bit of credit that goes his way, and he deserves to have this contract extension, whatever that length may be. Now, Steve Bruce didn't really have a plan at Newcastle, and plus it was under Mike Ashley's ownership, whereas now there is a plan in place with the new ownership that Eddie Howe can take Newcastle United to the next level if he is continued to be backed, which he will do in the summer. I feel like Eddie Howe has struck a real connection with us, the fans, and he's got that great relationship with the owners, as you would have seen after the Arsenal game. And it's just good that the club is united again, that we've got a manager who we can trust. He talks a lot of sense in the pre and post-match press conferences, and he just gets on with the work and makes players better. And you've seen that especially in the second half of the season. If you look at where we were at the time Steve Bruce left the football club, we played, 14 games. We only had 7 draws and 7 defeats, no wins on the board, and only the 7 points to our name. Now we have 46 points. Eddie Howe has kept the club up with 2 games to spare. And Eddie Howe has managed to muster up 39 points with 12 victories. And that, for me, is an incredible achievement because, as they say, after 14 games, if you haven't got a victory under your belt, you technically do not stay in the Premier League. You don't stand a chance. And we've become the first club in Premier League history to have stayed up after 14 games of picking up no points. Is it a record that we really want? Absolutely not. But it just goes to show the difference between Eddie Howe's coaching ability and Steve Bruce's coaching abilities. Eddie Howe is a class above, and you've only got to look, at his CV and what he's done in his managerial career. What he did, at Bournemouth is something that I'll never see again. A club going from League Two to the Premier League, and what he's done with this football club, because there was huge pressures on his shoulders when he took the job. Of course, he wasn't everyone's first choice of manager when the new owners took over, but he's quietly got about his business, and he has followed through with a plan of keeping the club in the Premier League. He's given every player a chance to show what they're capable of, and he has given them belief that they can, be the best that they can be, and that if they play well, they will become better, and they can be, an improvement on what they were under Steve Bruce. And you could just see that the players are happy to play under Eddie Howe. You see it in the training sessions, they're very intense. And that is reflecting on the pitch on a game day, that the players look a lot more fitter. They can run around, for a good 90 minutes. Some of them can play for potentially 2 games. That they're so, infused by Eddie Howe's coaching abilities and what he brings, to the side. Whereas Steve Bruce, he barely trained them, and the players were very fatigued after about 20 minutes, half an hour. They couldn't play the full 90 minutes, and that reflected in the first 14 games. That's not excuses, that's just fact. But as said, now the players are better equipped, for games at this level. And, with Eddie Howe becomes a bright future at this football club. And as said, he's not the sort of manager that likes to get ahead of himself. He just speaks as if he's in the present moment. He takes it game by game, and he and his staff that analyse games, after what's happened in the match, and then when you build up to a game, he's very good at sort of analysing the opposition and trying to combat their weaknesses. And you can see that, in the match by match games that we play. And I have to say, things will only get better next season with more players coming through the door in the summer. And you have to trust Eddie Howe with another budget, because he spent well in the January. We made 5 very good signings. And if he can improve the squad with a very short space of time that he's been given, then hopefully longer term we can get better. When you've got players like Joe Linton coming out and saying we want to try and battle for the Europa League next season, that shows the standards have risen, amongst the squad, and that there's real belief that they can really put up a challenge and try and get Newcastle United back on the European stage again, which is not impossible if the players continue to stay united. Of course, us the fans have really driven the players to give 110%, and you have to give a lot of credit to War Flags. I've said this before, but when everyone's united, we all pull together and we all deliver, which is what we want on the match day: victory, the 3 points, the good vibes around the city, to push up the table and be the best we possibly can be. It's just what Eddie Howe's done is something quite remarkable that you would never have given any hope before he come through the door. I remember leaving Wolves, and this was under Steve Bruce, before the takeover. I thought we were dead and buried. Our season was done. We were just a number in this league, just waiting to be relegated under Mike Ashley and Steve Bruce. And even if Steve Bruce had have, left under Mike Ashley still being here, we still would have went down regardless of who the manager was. But it's just great to see that we've got a good ownership, we've got a good manager, we've got some great staff behind Eddie Howe. The fan base is back together again. And I just hope that Eddie Howe, accepts this new contract in the summer, if and when they sit down with the ownership and they draw up a plan for the future, and I'm sure it's going to be bright. And if he does sign the contract, hopefully give him a 2-3-year deal on top of what he's already got, because what we want is a long-term, ambition. We want to have a long journey, with Eddie Howe. We don't want to just keep chopping and changing all the time and, breaking that stability, because so far we've got good stability. It's the best I've seen it in a long time. And the longer we keep Eddie Howe, I think the better we will get. Yeah, of course, there will be some fans next season that'll say it could be a tough season for him. How is he going to replicate this current season? Well, only time will tell. But you have to give Eddie Howe a chance to have a full season to see if we really have improved from this season. I'm sure he can do it. We've got to get behind him. And he surely will have the support, because there's going to be 52,000 sellouts, from next season and, for the foreseeable future. And as said, with Eddie Howe, he knows what he's doing. It's as simple as that. Eddie Howe in the future will become the next England manager. There's no doubt about that. And if he continues the way he's going at Newcastle, what's not to say that he will not get a top 6 club? You can never rule anything out in football. Stranger things have happened, but sometimes you've got to earn that. And I feel like Eddie Howe has earned that right to become Newcastle United manager. He's made that step up from Bournemouth, who are not the biggest club, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. He's coming into a proper big football club in Newcastle, where our fans want to see good football, to be entertained, and to win games, and to be the best we possibly can be, and go for trophies. We're not saying we'd demand a top 4 finish or anything like that, as much as it would be great. Who knows? But can we challenge in the cups? Can we challenge, in the FA Cup, the League Cup? And can we, go on a push for the top 7? For me, it's not impossible. With Eddie Howe, the journey is only just starting, and if this season is anything to go by, next season is going to be really exciting. So for Eddie Howe, as said, in my opinion, he deserves this new contract if and when he gets it. If it does happen, he fully deserves it. And I hope that the fans continue to get behind him as of next season. Of course, we've still got one more game to go against Burnley at Turf Moor, which will be a very interesting match because Burnley are looking to, stay in the Premier League. But I will do a match preview for that, so stay tuned for that. It may be out the day before the game, tomorrow, or it might be out on match day. It all depends. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Eddie Howe contract situation. And yeah, thank you, as said, for your continued support. Please like the video and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next one. How are the lads?